Okay.
All right.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Ridiculous Ruminations. I am the almost famous DM Dave.
I am the world famous Lemmy, aka Adam.
And welcome to the session. So we are a little bit late. It is just one of those things. But before we get started, I know you said your plan's out getting hairs cut. I got mine cut. Which
I didn't.
You know, so you could actually say that, you know, I went in and got a head job.
Well, I'm glad you finally got ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and then she cleaned everything up, you know, and then, of course, I got a blowjob right after that, right? So, isn't that what they call it when they take the blower and blow you all off? It's called a blowjob, right?
A blowout.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's called a blowjob.
We're going to have to get you a dictionary or something.
No, there's no need. I know it's called a blowjob. That's exactly what it's called.
Sure. We'll go with it.
So when you go in to get a haircut, make sure you ask for a blowjob at the end to make sure you're getting what you're paying for.
I see that ending well. You could almost say it's a happy ending.
It would be a happy ending. It would. Absolutely. So, always willing to provide tips and tricks, you know, for your daily...
That definitely will not get you arrested and put on a list. Definitely not.
No, why would it? It's a service that they offer. They got the blow thing right there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next subject.
I don't know, we can beat this horse a little bit more. But... since we have the gallery asking for us to move on, we will. Remember anything about last session?
Not a fucking clue.
Not a thing.
We
I
leveled
don't
up.
remember anything either.
Didn't we?
You what?
We leveled up last session?
You did level up last session, so yes, we have some...
Oh, I didn't level up because I thought you
texted
were...
you.
We're going to do that.
I didn't believe you.
We're going to do that
I thought
here.
you were a fibber.
We're going to do that here. But when we left the
long.
Ridiculous 6, you guys were in
I
the
remember.
alternate realm with the living Sphinx.
Oh, no, I remember. Oh, that was so bad.
That was willing to challenge you either in riddles or in combat, and you guys chose riddles. And blew the first one. We're back to blowing again. You blew the first one big time, for sure. But then you guys came back, answered the last two, so 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
You were allowed to go into the maze to get your answers.
Yeah.
That would help you in the rest of the Black Pyramid.
Yeah.
And you
Lemmy
guys went
died.
into this.
You say that every single time.
No, Lemmy died.
Lemmy actually did die.
Oh, shit.
But you went into this amazing hedge maze.
Yeah, sure.
And a couple things you found out. One, that the maze moved.
Yeah.
And it was a riddle at the beginning of the maze.
100% was not ripped off of Harry Potter.
But it actually wasn't. I did not rip it off from Harry Potter. I did rip it off somewhere else. But
There was
not
a board
from Harry
game called
Potter.
Labyrinth where you can move the pieces.
Yeah.
But as these things started snaking out, vines and slamming itself closed,
This is my lunch.
you guys realized and figured
Can I
out
have
the
a pint
answer to
of
the riddle was just to climb these hedgerows and jump across the top of them.
Yep.
Which worked out really well. You got
That's
to the
pretty
center
smart.
Sure.
of the
certainly
maze
did.
and then found...
Because I kept getting poisoned.
You didn't get poisoned. Yeah, there was poison.
There was poison.
But it wasn't...
You'd think that Lemmy would be used to
You
it
would
by
think
now.
that Lemmy would be just 100% immune to poison.
I didn't say that. I said just used to it.
I'm used to it. It's kind of like a drunk now.
Oh. Pour yourself a glass of
Still
poison when you go
steaming
in.
Pretty much.
It's don't sit down and let Lemmy pour you drinks. Let me just say that right up front. So
Yeah, could be good, could be bad.
give it a little
My
kick.
chicken lo mein. Get your own. Get a job,
so
you bum.
making it to the center of the maze, you found a visual representation of the last part of the pyramid.
Sure did.
Including another maze and some rather large rooms, large enough to hold a dragon.
Yeah.
And you know, there's not really a safe path, but really kind of though a map. And you do have somebody who is completely
like extra strength.
has a photographic memory,
Yeah.
keen mind. So you know, who still couldn't speak to you guys at this point.
I thought
yet.
he fixed.
So we're getting there. and then forced his face to memorize the map.
Yes.
That was always fun.
Look at it!
But you also found a chest with a vial of a golden liquid.
Yeah, I was real excited about that.
Especially not knowing exactly what it was.
Yep.
Drink it.
But yeah, nobody really wanted to drink it at that point.
Not yet.
I still would like
Could've
to
been
drop
Sphinx
in the
pee.
deck of many things.
Could have been.
Just saying.
Could have been Sphinx other stuff. We didn't
Liquid
know.
luck.
It could have been liquid luck. Could have been a lot of stuff.
Another Harry Potter reference.
Could have been. But you did wisely take it with you.
I did.
And the maze then opened up and allowed you guys to go back. Where Sphinx is still going to Sphinx.
Yeah.
Right? They talk in riddles and, not a straight answer for anything.
Not really very helpful.
But then you guys did make it back to the Black Pyramid. He sent you guys back.
We did.
And you guys decided, remembering what the map was, to move on deeper into the Black Pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
And then moving deeper into it, you came across the exact same maze that
Yeah.
you had just left.
And found some double doors.
Mm-hmm.
And opened some double doors.
Now, this maze, unfortunately, was not made out of plant material. It was made out of spiked steel.
Yeah.
Yay! Wait.
And marble.
Yep. Like to slam together.
It did. But quickly, you guys realized the same trick, because that was kind of like the
Basic
one with the training wheels on.
Yeah. And this is where Lemmy made his first mistake.
Well, we're going to get to that. But this one actually did have a exit door just a little bit west of you, and you guys managed to hop over there, except for Sunchaser. She fell.
I know.
But then was able to get back up before she got squished.
Yeah. And then Rencake fell too, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty good with
Rencake fell a couple times.
Yeah.
Um,
Barely made it.
stuff that I sent him.
Then you guys make it so you're overlooking the door. Right? There's a little,
What?
10 by 5 space with this door. And Lemmy wisely goes to check for traps.
Yep.
Doesn't find any.
Nope.
Door's not locked.
Open the door.
But there is little tendrils of green mist that are coming out from beneath the door, through the keyhole.
I think you've got.
Not really knowing what it is. And it's pretty cool because the rest of the party then encourage you to go ahead and open the door.
We're level 12, so that's an extra 25
No.
hit points.
Lemmy being Lemmy,
Every single
he's a
time I
little
gain
squishy, but
level,
not like,
I gain an additional 2.
not mage squishy,
So it's
but
like-
definitely not a tank.
No. By no means.
And would you say,
Nor should a rogue be.
would you
Well,
say
it's
you were a
because
little
I'm
paranoid at
level
this point?
12 fighter
Yeah,
with a
because
feat or
now I've
an
got
ability
this
for
green
rolls.
gaseous acid coming at us.
Well, until you opened the door, you didn't know it was acid.
Well, yeah, I know, but I opened the door.
You did open the door and jump back up as high as you could, step back
You
up quick.
sure fucking did. Toot sweet.
And then experimented with a crossbow bolt, which started to
Dissolve.
slowly, but still dissolve.
Yep.
So, not knowing what else to do as this green toxic acid.
Yeah, I
cloud-
thought it was gonna wear off a little bit. No, it started to actually fill the room.
It did. So you guys decided to explore a little bit further, got to the center of the maze.
Yeah.
And here we are in the center of the maze with that's completely filled with liquid at the bottom.
Yeah. Lemmy remembers the last black dragon lair.
Well, black dragons, they're not dumb.
They like acid.
They do, because they're immune to it. And
Lemmy is not.
had a space big enough for a full-size adult dragon to fit through in the floor. Though, again, nobody just decides to drink from it right away. You decide to test it out a little bit.
Yep.
Light stone goes all the way past where you can see.
Yep.
I think we're in.
Dropping something else that was soft and I think it was another arrow. If I
Threw
remember
something
correctly.
in and
Yeah,
fucking disintegrated.
It did. It started
rather
to.
quickly.
So, now what would a normal person do in a situation like this?
Not what Lemmy did.
Nope. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I decided to swan dive in.
Wait, what?
After
Yeah.
he takes off all his clothes. Yep.
Because that's what happened last time. To undo the trap, because...
He did the triple Indy.
Yeah. I
And-
thought it's going to be like it was last time.
This is
I'll
coming
get some
from the
burns.
guy who did, the Circle of Oblivion thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Dive right in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only this one was much, much longer than your last one.
Yep.
More than twice as long as your last one.
Yep.
As the acid started to just eat away
should've
and
gone.
disintegrate flesh and muscle, and eye, and
The tender bits.
after a few minutes, right, the rest of the team is realizing Lemmy's not coming back. And acid would dissolve the body completely. So,
They send foot
Athos
fetishing
goes in after you
Oh, okay.
with a health.
with the health potion. I
Because-
don't know why he didn't take 2.
I don't know, but he's a tank, even though he's a rogue.
I
Does
only
not
gave
make
him
sense. So,
He only had about 10 more hit points than you.
no, he has about 20.
Awesome.
Does he?
Yeah.
It's not more, but I mean...
Not anymore, no.
But Lemmy continues to swim, realizing
This is my swan song.
you can't make it back. You know it's too far to go back, but not knowing how much further it is to go. And on your very last roll, you break the surface and then die. Pretty much the lower half of your body is gone. The rest of it is all pockmarked, acid burned, eyes are clouded over white.
Nice.
Um,
Such the ladies' man you are.
Just destroyed.
Is that where you're in it?
And here comes Athos, right behind you, in not much better shape, but at least ambulatory.
Yeah.
Because I think he was down into single digits.
Yeah, he was still alive.
Still alive, and then shoved the healing potion down your throat.
Yep.
Now, we do death a little bit differently. You were able to stabilize yourself. But, yeah, you were pretty much dead.
Oh, yeah, it was negative 2 hit points.
Got you brought back to at least some semblance of life.
Yeah.
But
Thank God.
a little more than a human puppet.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, he could have shoved his hand right up where your ass used to be and start making you talk.
Oh, it's like
Probably.
RoboCop, that scene.
Yeah,
So,
basically.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
But then the rest of the party still has nobody. Now nobody's come back.
Right.
And pretty much decided to say, fuck it. They went into the green mist,
Did what we should have done.
which was acidic, but not anywhere near the pure acid that you swam through. Athos managed to find a switch with some prompting, which evacuated the room, or at least pumped enough fresh air into the room, I should say.
So
That
what you're
it
saying
wasn't
is still
that big of a deal.
With that acid.
And then you tried to shield Sunchaser from your ruined body.
Yeah, I had a
Didn't
bad
work this
acid trip for sure.
Huh. Boy, howdy.
Ah!
Yeah.
I never did that. That was funny.
But, oh, we forgot, Renkek had died in the hallway. He fell into a spiked trap, which has a magical enchantment that makes anybody who's impaled on it want to stay there and go back, even if they get pulled out.
He didn't die.
He didn't die, but we got him out the
but-
first time and he dove
Yeah,
back in.
that was a sadistic fucking trap.
He was
man.
really badly messed up, and you guys gave him the golden liquid. After Sunchaser had pulled him out
And then
once,
Sunchaser fell in.
and then twice, and then Sunchaser fell in as you guys were trying to,
yeah.
get past this. Oh, it's a great trap. It's
Terrible trap.
fantastic. Loved it. Would recommend. Do it again.
10 out of 10, do not recommend.
Absolutely. It was wonderful. It was great. Anybody that does get impaled, they have a compulsion to keep going back.
Yeah, and they moan like they're in pleasure.
Oh, yes.
Little creepy.
It was fun.
Little creepy.
And then, trying to get Sunchaser out as she's trying to punch you guys away.
Yeah, that was fun.
But, giving Renkeg the golden liquid,
Healed him right the fuck back up.
It did.
Took away his curses.
took away all his curses.
So now he can talk again. Thank fuck.
It was basically a giant reset.
Pretty much.
So,
Would have been nice to have for me, but hey, beggars
but
choosers.
that was before you jumped into the acid, in all fairness. But then,
True.
get back to the ruined Lemmy that get dragged out of the acid bath and propped up on the wall by Athos.
Well, I knew who owed me one.
And then Athos, pumping the fresh air in. And then Renkeg got to lay on some hands, did some massive healing.
Massive. Massive.
You were really lucky you didn't actually lose eyesight in an
I
eye.
used a percent life.
Guys, I can be a little brutal when it comes to damage that happens. And sometimes damage can be permanent, that even a long rest don't heal. especially higher
Well,
levels.
he used a greater restoration on it too, so that brought my pinkies back again.
Yay!
Not chopping them off again this time though.
You might.
I might have to. Might not.
You could lose them again just by pure accident.
It's very true.
You lost a hand in the next room. We'll get to that.
You got fucked up, yo.
Oh, I got so fucked up.
So this,
I was leading with my face.
after keeping one eye on the ceiling for face rapers, which didn't show up.
Nope.
There was none of those.
But a blade did.
You got to the next room.
Yep.
And there was a little bit of tarrying back and forth, and dragging some feet and trying to figure out what to do, knowing that there's only 2 rooms left. And one of those rooms had a little glowing dot in it. So, making it into the next room, right before you did, Sunchaser noticed there were some bubbles that were coming up out of the acid pool.
Yeah, that wasn't
A little
cool.
bloop, bloop. Not wanting to stick around because there's
We
not
didn't
many
wanna find
creatures
out,
that
yeah.
can swim in acid, and
No, none of them we want to play with right now.
no,
We're quite.
How do you
fucked
know
up.
it was something swimming in it?
And
Maybe
even
you just
the-
lodged something.
dragon's nest that was there. Even Sunchaser couldn't tell how recently it had been used.
But that it had been recent.
Recent-ish.
By her low roll, she determined it had been recent.
Right.
It
It could have been a year, a decade, a day, an hour. We don't know.
could have been centuries, and she's just
Could have been
misreading it.
centuries, yeah.
That's what happens when you roll poorly. But that hurried everybody along into
Bit.
the coin treasure room.
Yay!
Yep.
Where you guys actually managed to scoop up a little bit of treasure as you
Yeah,
were
got some money.
but you weren't in a hurry to stick around.
Nope.
You're bypassing the golden coins, going straight for platinums and some jewels.
Yep.
Well, gold's
Uh,
useless.
Gold is except
It
for
is,
ornamentation. Yeah, it's got that much value. And then Lemmy found a door on the other side
Sure did.
and checked for traps.
Sure did.
And was pretty confident there wasn't one
Sure
until he
wasn't.
turned the knob on the door. And then just think a guillotine type blade. Chunk. Lemmy was not quite quick enough.
Penitent men. The penitent men.
That's exactly what I said. It was like you were here. Yeah, Lemmy lost his right hand at the wrist.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just bloop, it fell on the ground, kind of rolling around. As Sunchaser's trying to barricade the door.
Yeah.
But
Got
Ren
that
Keg-
door open, so.
Ren Keg to the rescue again.
Ren Keg.
He's
Thank you.
just going through this diamond dust like nobody's business.
Yeah, we owe him some diamonds now.
Well, thankfully there was a lot of diamonds
Yeah, we're gonna need a real fucking long rest.
in that giant dragon's treasure. There's
So,
a lot of
yeah.
diamonds.
Lots of diamonds.
With this door now open and the trap
Sprung.
got in here, and this is the artifact treasure chamber. Shelves and shelves and shelves full of all kinds of horrible and wondrous items at the same time. And then you can hear some conversation going on down the row of shelves and off to the right side a little bit. A lot of glowing light, this bluish white light that was glowing. Lemmy now mostly healed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Decided to go
Investigate.
do the rogue thing.
Mm-hmm.
Should have had
Um,
Tito's do it.
And
Wait, where's
Before
the,
you could
where's
even
Galderon
get there-
for this?
he can recognize
I don't remember.
one you determined was the Black Robe
Liking
Wizard,
your,
but then there was a female voice that was like, I recognize this voice even though I can't see it
Yep.
until you saw it.
Keep it nice.
And it was Ruby.
Or are you gonna go back?
Was
to
Ruby.
keeping
A
this
little more down the path of
Dark
Dragonite.
Wizard. Yeah.
Gonna get two.
Um,
Rate it.
Yeah, not the
Done it
Ruby you
before.
remembered.
Not at all.
She remembered
I had a
you.
friend who
She
did
did.
that. I loved it. He had two,
And
he
they
rated it,
were,
and then he put it
And
on
this
the-
is where Lemmy almost died again.
yeah. So they were manipulating a piece of the tablet,
He did.
They sure were.
second piece of the tablet, and trying to shrink it down. So,
Like he called
This is
Thursday
where Lemmy had a
Thursday,
brilliant
because
idea.
That's what it actually was.
yes. And wizards are kind of squishy, but this is still a powerful wizard.
Still a powerful wizard.
Oh, is it the wizard that we fought that
yes.
got away?
Yep.
Did you guys kill him?
Yep.
Good!
We're getting there. With Lemmy now sneaking further into the stacks of shelves, because he's going to come from behindish the best that he can. And at first, the Black Wizard is trying to shrink this tablet down and encapsulate it so he can carry it.
Yep.
because these are still dragon-sized tablets.
Oh, so this is a tablet we're looking for.
It's the second piece.
Don't worry, your boy got you.
He hands it off to Ruby so she can finish while he deals with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And deal with you guys he did. He banished Galvaron to the elemental plane of water.
Yes, he did. That's right.
Good thing he could hold his breath for a bit because he was going to be there for a bit.
Yep.
Then he, he has some really powerful spells.
Yeah. Couple.
Yeah. Things like Disintegrate and Heart Clutch.
Yep.
And here comes Sun Chaser, and she would step around the corner, throw her trident, get it back, and she was fucking him up.
Real bad.
I wish I was here.
But he was also blasting away.
He was.
So, Lemmy, give him your great idea.
So once Ruby
fun
has
being
this
a
little
fighter?
pocket-sized tablet, I seem to recall hearing legends of somebody doing a bait
Hey,
and
don't
switch
you dare! It's
where
my
they
food. Get your own.
take this golden thing and then put a sandbag in its place and run off.
No.
So that's what Lemmy does.
That's exactly what Lemmy does.
Yeah.
While she's holding it.
Yep.
Now, you guys, as DMs, and you being a DM yourself, it is really cool and frustrating at the same time when your players come up with something that I never even thought about that. I'm not exactly sure how to handle that. There's not even really rules to cover that. We got to make this up on the fly.
But I got a great sleight of hand. So.
We did. Now he's going to try to slide a hand away from somebody who is actually holding it at the same time. Definitely the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was successful. The DC was stupidly high.
Yeah.
Rogues are still going to rogue.
Still gonna run.
He still got caught, but he was successful in switching it. Then,
Run away!
yes, move as fast as his legs can pump.
Get the fuck out.
She turns around and hits you with a disintegration ray.
Yeah.
Ruby?
In the back, yes.
Ruby don't like you no more.
Pissed off.
Just FYI, in case you knew, Ruby was my wife's character that she was playing before our son Oscar came around, and so she wasn't going to be here for the next year, so we decided to use her as a NPC.
Never let a good character go to waste. And Ruby had been captured a long time ago. So, Lemmy, what did you drop down to on this one?
Oh, I think I had 6 hit points left.
Yeah, you were one better roll on my part, and Lemmy would have died again.
For reals. Just for reals.
His back laid open to just what's left of a muscle structure, spine showing, of course, ass hanging out, like assless chaps.
Yeah, we got to figure out somebody else to start doing these plans, Lemmy has.
And he just got Mr. Winky back.
Yeah, and just got his hand back and everything.
It's like wrecking a brand new car.
Again. A brand new car that you just wrecked and got back out of the shop.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
And then, while you're getting roasted, literally, Sun Chaser and Renkeg managed to defeat the Black Robe Wizard,
And
Sirach,
Alex's shadow.
and Alex's Shadow.
Shadow.
She was peeking on him as well.
You were definitely beating him off.
She was.
Hard.
3 attacks.
Boom, boom, boom.
Used
Yep.
all that.
All that stuff.
I didn't do all of it, but I did do
But,
extra attacks.
as the wizard fell, right, Ruby
You
now...
can do like 4 of them.
You didn't think she could get more pissed off. She even got more pissed off.
She certainly did.
Not only did she get the prize stolen, not that she cares about this guy, but, now he's dead too. She decided, because the blue, white was the portal that they were using to travel back to Mother Violetta. So she scooped up his staff and then jumped through the portal, which closed.
Yep.
So you guys started to look around because there was some things that you needed out of here.
Yeah, because we had to get Vecna shit.
But somebody found a sword stuck in a stone. Yeah. Another wonderful trap. It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, nothing bad could happen.
So Sun Chaser steps up like the barbarian she is, grasps this gleaming, bright, exquisite, master-crafted longsword and yanks it free of the stone.
Sure does.
Comes out, swing. Well, that activates the trap. She can't stop laughing. as the entire Black Pyramid starts to crumble.
You thought we'd have learned.
Still don't have anything. Galvaron then springs into action and starts looking for anything that's Vecna. He doesn't really care what it is. He does find the head of Vecna and a hand of Vecna, scooping them up while Renkeg runs over and remembers the teleportation portal controls that he'd seen in the previous lair and is able to activate it.
Yep.
And as it scrolls through its things and these big giant marble-sized boulders are raining down, you guys did manage to make it through and back out onto Unicorn Island.
Yes, we did.
This time nobody failed and ended up somewhere else.
Fucking hate this place.
Catching your breath, you guys could hear the rumble and feel it under your feet as the Black Pyramid crumbled.
Yep.
Got to remove curse on Sunchaser, and the sword crumbled to dust. And
Aw.
it was
Sorry.
really wasn't anything
One use
special.
on the one trick pony.
Yep.
The sword that crumbled to dust.
And that's
Oh,
where we
sorry.
kind of
No,
left
it
off.
was-
Sure
Right?
is.
You kind
It was
of
cursed.
guys grasping your
Oh, well then, yeah.
breath.
Dust.
Finally out with the second part of the tablet.
Yay!
And the Vecna stuff.
Oh,
That's what we
yay!
needed. That's what Lemmy cared about.
So, but there's two things you could only give him one.
Yeah, we could, but honestly, we don't have a use for any Vecna shit.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
We have the hand and the eye?
hand and the head.
Oh!
And the head does. You guys did find out it does some pretty amazing stuff, especially for people that need charisma.
Yeah, I'm not cutting my head off.
I need
It-
charisma.
People that talk their way out of situations, it's a good thing. Disguise capabilities, all kinds of great
I
stuff.
just got my face fixed.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You would have to cut your head off and have somebody put that on really
Yeah,
quick.
Really quick.
But what do you think is going to happen tonight?
Lemmy's gonna die. Again.
We're gonna go to the ship
Yes.
with
We
more.
gotta
No, we
find
gotta.
Dragon Guy.
Yeah, we gotta find Morning
Yeah,
Glory,
we gotta
who's
find
with
Morning
the
Glory.
pixies and
We know where he is.
the unicorns.
Yeah.
We're gonna check up on him. Then we're gonna go to the ship. Hopefully things are still good on that front.
And
How
then
many
leave.
days? And then get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
The time to go. GTFO.
Yeah, maybe just fucking ask if Professor Nice Guy will let us ride him back, because that'll
He's
be
pretty
faster.
fucked up though.
He's
We'll see.
pretty hurt.
He should be
But it's
healed
been
by
like
now.
a couple days.
It's only been, since you guys found him, it's only been one day.
Whatever. He should stop being a pussy.
Yeah, explain that to him when he's awake.
I will.
I'm sure it'll go.
Whatever.
couldn't go
He
back.
saved
Telling
our
a dra-
asses.
Telling a dragon not to be a pussy, there's nothing that could go wrong there.
Nothing.
Not at all.
We saved his ass.
In fact, I think you should probably lead it every time you see a dragon. You
Pussy.
should lead with that.
Pussy.
So somebody's got to feed the dragon.
He got us our magic weapons back.
That's true. He did.
So any other predictions?
Nope. No.
Maybe a little bit of R&R, but I doubt that.
Yeah,
Guys
That
do
never
need some
We
happens.
downtime.
do need some downtime, like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
My
Well, I
my
finally
bed at home
have-
is calling to me.
I have to find that dude because I made a deal with the church,
First, you
and
gotta
I really, really want my sword.
track down his ship and him and everything else. So, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and cut it out here, so we can get to it. It's gonna be probably an easier session. We're gonna do a lot of
Healing.
upgrading, get everybody do the
Sorry, my dogs are going crazy.
doing the level up thing. Be an easy session tonight.
Sure, so easy. Nothing bad ever happens in our easy sessions.
No, not at all. All right, so with that, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. And, this will be also on YouTube. So of course,
Smash!
yeah,
like
that thing.
And
And
subscribe if you're feeling frisky.
yeah, definitely, we appreciate it. We're gonna see if we can get this up even quicker than the last couple times. But now we're back to normal. Everything should be good. And I'm gonna ask our camera director to go ahead and shut this down for us. And roll for initiative. What?
Fuck Zuckerberg.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Well, wait a second. He's already feeling pretty fucked now, as it is.
Well, and
He's
fuck
lost-
Musk, too.
He's lost more
Both.
money than you and I are ever going to see in our lifetime.
That's true.
So, all right, guys. With that, roll for initiative. Thank you so much. Have a
Take
good
care.
night.